What up?
Oh, just putting a charge on it.
I heard you as a future number 2.
I've heard the same thing.
That's what Jackie and Daddy Dave says.
The only thing is I've been hearing it for about 4 years from Jackie and Dave. I don't care how bad I wanted to beat Doc. I'll lose to Doc 50 times before I'd rather lose to Dave once.
Not Dave. Jackie.
It's not really Dave. Yeah, it's Dave's people's. Daddy Dave's truck's extremely fast. If it goes straight and it hooks, it's really fast. It's gonna be a good race. I'm not scared of that truck that I've outran every time I raced it.
Shawn doesn't get mad unless he's scared. He's worried to death about that truck. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, they've spent $200,000 on it since then. It's fast, there's no doubt about it. Jackie, he's got that hard on to outrun me, and he's not gonna be happy until he does.
This race between Shawn and Daddy Dave is a big deal. They've lost 3, 4 times already, and they always just want to beat Shawn. They haven't ever got it done.
It was this far away from just full. We're just gonna make Daddy Dave and his daddy Jackie try and outrun you instead of us trying to outrun them.
It's Grandpa Jackie. You know he's an old.
So one of 2 things need to happen. We either need to spin the tire just enough to get it out of that mess, or feed it enough power to bring it out of that mess.
I'm in for that. My strategy in this race against Daddy Dave is pretty simple, about like all the races. Put a lot of power in the Nova, let off the trans brake, and let it eat. All I know is that if they do win, doesn't matter how many times I've beat that truck in the past.
Superstars.
All I'm gonna hear. So if I lose, I'm gonna need one of y'all to drive my truck and trailer. I'm just gonna keep going. All the way until either I run out of gas or I get home.
We should just not let that happen.
Tonight, I rounded up my crew. All we got left now is to do some testing, because to outrun Shawn, it's gonna have to make one of the fastest passes it's ever made.
Let me lock this bitch up and
Right.
I'm in.
I'm not taking a big old ticket like Barron did over there. If the cops pull up, I don't know none of you. I'm trying to get over here and work on a door, and you were in my way, and there was smoke everywhere.
Yeah.
Couldn't see nothing.
I don't know who
Thanks, man. I got one of the biggest races coming up with Shawn for the #1 spot. We're gonna make a couple test hits to see if it all works out.
Tired of this cold.
Murder Nova.
Get murdered.
Murdered.
I'm gonna bring a Sharpie and put a D on the end of his tag.
Jerry and Chuck are helping me tonight because they want to see the Murder Nova go down just as bad as I do. His head's huge. I don't see how that guy gets in his car. Everybody wants to see Shawn go down.
When you go,
right
I'm gonna drive behind you, and I'm gonna stop right here and block the road so you can turn
the
around
top
and
of
come
the
right
hill,
back
yeah.
in that one.
What if somebody's coming?
As long as I'm not blinking my lights at you, come on.
B&R's a local place we all go out to make test hits on. The bad part is it's right beside the highway, so you got to get in, you got to get out, and you got to have everything set before you go in there. Everybody bueno?
Bueno. It's late and too cold to be doing this.
Tonight's test hit, I mean, it's extremely risky. You could get caught at any time. The highway patrol could roll by any time. I had a couple guys sit a couple blocks away watching for the police. I'll have a minute, 30-second or a minute heads up if the cops are coming.
Whoa, he's all over the place. Truck went hard left.
Going left pretty hard.
And go to the left.
You gonna try it again? Or you want me to have him come back?
They said we're good if you want to go
Everything's good if you want to pull back out there and do it again.
Why the go left?
As it spun, it kind of done this,
Yeah.
and then when it done that, it picked the front end up, and then once it picked the front end up, it just took it left. It's bringing the front end way high compared to what it was doing.
That sucks.
Make a hit in the left lane.
And again.
Second one, it jumped up and went to the right. You know, it did just the opposite when we switched the lanes. I was hoping the truck would just leave straight, stay planted, and make a fast pass. Unfortunately, it didn't work that way. I'm not quite sure what to think about going into the race with Shawn. I'm nervous. I mean, it's a crapshoot. If I was a spectator standing on the sidelines and a betting man, I wouldn't bet on neither one of us. It'll be a toss-up. We had enough time to make 2 test hits tonight, pushing our luck. Got to get in and get out.
Damn. We just made 2 hits right next to the highway. We need to get the out of here. Deal that's smart.
See you tomorrow.
See you guys.
I'm not quite sure what to think about going into the race with Shawn. I consider him the biggest threat. Hopefully, the truck will leave straight and make a fast pass. I got the horsepower, and I have the truck to beat him. I will take the win. Let's do this. Get it over with.
Love you.
Right before the race with Dave, I told Shawn straight up, I put as much power in the car as I think the road can hold. If it doesn't hold the power, it's gonna knock the tires off and he's done. If it does hold the power, it's gonna be a hell of a race.
Okay, now it's time to kick some butt.
Long time coming.
I cannot wait for Daddy Dave and Shawn to race. I don't even care who wins, who loses. I'm calling the loser out. I'm coming up the list and getting my spot back.
This race between Daddy Dave and me, it should have happened a long time ago. It's finally here. Everybody's stoked about it. Tension's high. That #1 spot is mine, hands down. I'm gonna kick Dave's ass.
Countless hours in the garage, sleepless nights, but to get to #1, it'll all be worth it.
Catastrophic failure. Just as I start to shift into second, transmission blows up.
Good job, fellas. We're gonna need to send somebody down after Shawn. Yeah, it broke the transmission again.
This is the second transmission I've broke. This time, I could just feel parts in there rolling around. There's no doubt about it. I broke a lot of hard parts, and that transmission.
What? He broke. Oh, I know.
Take the Murder Nova down, it's a pretty good deal. Shawn said we'd never outrun his car. Looks like it just happened. This is what never looks like.
Being at the top of the list, being the king, it's righteous. I finally got the chance to do it, and unfortunately, Shawn broke, but it is what it is, and I took it. If I'd have broke, Shawn wouldn't have hesitated 1 minute to just keep the crown.